Is it better for you to work as self-employed in Spain, or should you get an employment contract with a company? The answer does not depend on how much you want to earn. It also depends on who finds the clients, who covers the expenses, which taxes you pay, which permit you have, and how much risk are you willing to take. Working as an employee offers more stability and protection, while being self-employed gives you more freedom, but it also involves more responsibility. Hello everyone, I'm Pau Pascual, a tax expert at Balsais Group. Working as an employee means signing an employment contract with a company. The company organizes your work, pays your salary, manages your social security contributions and taxes. Your contract will include your job position, your working hours, your gross annual salary, your holidays, your probation period, and whether the contract is temporary or permanent. The main advantage is stability. You receive a monthly salary, a coverage during the sick leave, unemployment contributions, and a greater protection against a dismissal. The company directly withholds the corresponding personal income tax, or IRPF, from your salary that you will be receiving at the end of each month. Also, it manages your social security contributions, and you will also not need to be issuing any invoices or submit quarterly VAT tax returns. When a company offers you a salary in Spain, it normally refers to your gross annual salary. This means that the amount shown in the job offer will not be exactly the amount that you're receiving at the end of each month. Before your salary reaches your bank account, two main amounts are deducted. The first one is your social security contributions, which covers benefits such as healthcare, sick leave, unemployment, and also retirement. The second one is the personal income tax withholding, also known as IRPF. The percentage will depend on your salary, your personal situation, the children's, the type of contract, and also other external factors. Working as self-employed means carrying out economic activity on your own. You find your own clients, provide your services, and issue invoices, and also receive the payment directly. The main advantage is freedom. You can choose your clients, you can organize your own schedule, set your rates, and develop your own business activity. But this freedom also comes with some risks. You don't have a guaranteed salary. For example, your holidays are not paid, and you must manage your own taxes, your expenses, and also administrative obligations. To start working as a self-employed in Spain, you must register with both the Spanish tax agency and also the Social Security. With the tax agency, you must declare which activity you are going to be developing, the date when you will start, and which taxes will apply to your specific activity. Meanwhile, in the Social Security, you must register under the special scheme of the self-employed workers. Currently, your Social Security contributions are linked to the expected net income from your activity. Your contribution base will depend on your estimated net income bracket and may later be adjusted accordingly to your actual income. Certain new self-employed workers might also qualify for a reduced rate contributions or other benefits during their initial period, provided if they meet the specific requirement. You must also consider taxes, a possible accounting or administrative management costs, professional insurance if it's required, and all other expenses connected to your specific activity. Taxes for self-employed work. One of the biggest changes when you become a self-employed is that you must manage your own taxes. In many activities, you will have to add VAT to your invoices. This VAT is not really part of your income. You must later declare and pay taxes to the Spanish tax agency. That is one of the most common mistakes, that is spending all the money that enters to your bank account without setting aside the amount that belongs to pay taxes later on. You will also pay IRPF on the profit of your activity. Depending on the case, this might be included as a withholding on your invoices or paid through the quarterly taxes payments. You will also have to submit your annual personal income tax returns. Being self-employed does not mean paying taxes on everything that you invoice. It means paying a tax on your profit, your income minus the properly justified tax-deductible expenses. If you're not sure whether it's better for you to work under an employment contract or register as a self-employed, we can help you. In the description, you will find a link to book a consultation with our immigration and also our tax team. You can use the code YouTube10 to get a 10% discount. One advantage as working as a self-employed is that you can deduct certain expenses related to your activity. For example, a professional equipment or any tools that you need, a software, any training related to your main activity, an office or a working rental space, any professional insurance, etc. This expense must be connected to your professional activity, properly recorded and supported by a valid income invoice. However, trying to deduct all your personal expenses as a business expense might cause some problems within the tax agency. As an employee, you have rights recognized in your contract under the Spanish employment law. For example, you have paid holidays, rest periods, compensations in certain cases of dismissal, any unemployment benefits if you meet the requirements, the sick leave, an illness, or a family situation. As a self-employed worker, your protection is more limited. A client does not pay for your holidays, you do not have any guaranteed salary during the months with less work, and if you lose your main client, you will not always have automatically qualify for the benefit of this cessation of activity. That is why you should not only compare how much you can earn, you should also consider the stability and the rights offered by each option. Can foreign nationals choose either option? The answer is not always. To work legally in Spain, your authorization must allow the type of activity that you are going to carry out. The residence permit must allow you to perform that specific activity. So sometimes some permits allow both employed and also self-employed work. Others are linked to only one specific kind of employment. Before signing any contract or registering as a self-employed, check out exactly what authorization allows you. A very common situation is someone who comes to Spain with a student stay authorization and wants to remain in the country but work later on after completing their studies. Under certain circumstances, it's possible to modify a student stay authorization into a residence and work permit. This modification can be for employed work or also self-employed work, but both routes require different documentations. For employed work, the employment contract, the conditions of the position, and the situation of the company will be essential. Meanwhile, for the self-employed work, you will need to provide information about the activity, the viability of the project, the investment, the required licenses if are applicable, or your professional qualifications. Is it better to work as a self-employed or as an employee in Spain? Working as an employee and working as a self-employed are two completely different ways to developing your professional life in Spain. At Balcells Group, we can help you review your permit, analyze your tax situation, and define the most suitable route for starting your work in Spain. You can contact us at info@balcellsgroup.com or book a consultation through the link in the description. Subscribe so you do not miss any episode of our series and continue learning step by step how to live, work, and build your future in Spain. See you in the next video.